Hi there, it's Mark Presnell from Convergence, also known as Mr. Integration. Today I'm talking to a long-term contact of mine, Stu Lees, who's got tremendous experience in the retail space, has a lot of experience around marketing, technology, and in fact in 2007 was awarded New Zealand Entrepreneur Marketer of the Year. So Stu's got a lot of good insights and ideas in this area, and I'd be interested, first of all, Stu, how do you spend your day?
Look, a lot of people ask me what do I do these days, and I basically drive around drinking coffee and drawing pictures with people. Most of those people are retailers or retail e-commerce, and I have fun drawing the shape of their future and then helping them connect the dots.
So looking at what's going on in the retail space across New Zealand, both online and offline, what would you say are the biggest threats at the moment?
At the moment, look, you could just look in the press in the last couple of days to reinforce what I'm hearing the most from retailers is offshore competition. Be it online giants, be it Amazon setting up stakes in Aussie, putting in distribution centres in this region, be it the chemist situation at the moment with a major international retailer coming in and opening mega stores here, and definitely taking a very, very fast bite out of a profit share or market share from people. International competition is what I hear day in, day out.
Interesting. Yeah, it's a very competitive space without question, and obviously technology choices, how you market your offerings, all falls into that. How do you think retailers can best prepare today in terms of both those threats and also opportunities that you see in the market for them?
The worst thing they could do is nothing, because the large retailers have the advantage of experience penetrating markets, and they will come into a marketplace and look at people doing nothing, and then they will pounce. So I think there's kind of two angles that you can take as a Kiwi retailer, or even as an Australasian retailer. You take an ultra niche and dominate it, and that means that you take a very, very small wedge and you own that space over every other retail player in the marketplace, and you do the best solution, the best online solution, the best in-store solution, the best products, best service, best experience for a very, very defined market, which is easier said than done, but I do think a lot of businesses need to reinvent into a niche.
Yeah.
And the other angle is a really tough one, because it's impossible to out Amazon, and therefore a challenge that Kiwi companies have if they're in a more generic segment of retail, be it online, offline, omnichannel, whichever. The big challenge they have is they don't have the capital, and that's the human capital as much as the dosh. So we just don't have enough really experienced and capable online practitioners to go around to be competitive against the superstars from around the world. So I think the best way for retailers to solve the problem is to actually work together. And it doesn't mean competitors need to be in bed with each other, but I think there is an enormous amount of learning going on. I go out and talk to retail marketers and retail e-commerce people and online players all the time, and I hear the same problems, the same mistakes, the same things going on again and again, the same supply chain integration issues, the same product issues, and I keep hearing the same problem, and I keep seeing people tripping over the same challenges that they could have learned from someone else in a different segment. So I think, number one, retailers need to be talking to other retailers.
Yep.
And that can be as simple as informal conversations at C-level. It could be marketers talking to marketers, or there could be some meetups. I think that would be a massive step forward for Kiwis. The other side, which is the side that we work in, Mark, which is I don't see enough Kiwi innovators, tech players, software companies, e-commerce companies talking to each other either. I think we all think we're really good at what we do, and then sometimes we have a tendency to keep doing what we do because it's efficient, and it makes us good money. And sometimes change is scary and expensive and costly, and therefore we don't work together.
Yeah.
And so I think the second thing that will really help, and I see it happening, but it needs to happen a lot faster, is for the technical or the digital supply chain for retailers to be plugged in together.
Yeah.
So to make it easy for the retailers to actually move.
Thanks, Stu. I think those are really good. Those are really good angles. There's a lot to be said about collaboration amongst obviously industry experts themselves or people working in retail, but also IT providers, marketing providers, integration providers, whatever, to actually work together and make it easier for customers to obtain a solution, because they don't necessarily want to become experts in the technology or in the marketing itself. They want to work with people who will help them solve those challenges.
That's spot on.
Yeah. So I hope you found that valuable. Thank you, Stu, for sharing.
Thank you.
It's always good to have your experience in this field. So hope you find that useful, and we'll look forward to speaking to you again. Thank you.
Cheers.